Alright, what's up, guys? So today, I'm gonna be breaking down the Volkov and Romanov fight that's happening this Saturday. Now, I'm talking about this fight in particular because if you follow this channel, Alexander Volkov is one of my favorite fighters. Such a He's just a really technical heavyweight. I love the way he moves. His front kicks are beautiful, especially to the body. He has some beautiful front kicks. He's also super underrated, like really underrated. And speaking of that, he's being underrated again because in this fight, I actually thought, because when this fight first got announced, I thought he was going to be the favorite. But the fight's not even a week away now. And all the pros have got their picks in. And I've been seeing some, everybody's predictions. Everybody's going Romanov. I was surprised. So, Volkov is the underdog, I guess. So I guess I'm going with the underdog, Volkov. Now, the reason why I'm shocked is because, like, everybody's going Romanov is because, like, here's the way I look at it, and here's the reason why I think Volkov's going to win. Now, Volkov and Curtis Blades they had their fight. Now, Curtis Blades is arguably one of the best wrestlers in heavyweight division right now, besides Tom Aspinall, which we would have found out, but, we all know how that went. Tom ended up blowing his fucking knee out, so. But, since that fight didn't happen, arguably, Curtis Blades is still one of the best heavyweight wrestlers of all time. Now, yeah, Curtis Blades did hold down Volkov. Here's the thing, though, he couldn't really do anything with the takedowns. All he could really do was just sit there and just knee him. Curtis Blades couldn't get no hooks in whatsoever. He couldn't get no hooks in because of how tall Volkov is. Volkov's height has his advantages of where he can just sit literally right on his knees and he can just sit there the whole time. And a lot of fighters will struggle to get a fucking the hooks on him. And now Tom Aspinall did this correctly. Now, how Tom Aspinall fought Volkov is he knew that hooks weren't really working. And so he decided to go for a Kimura, which kind of caught Volkov off guard. And he ended up beating Volkov. And now here's the thing about Romanov. And I was watching one of his fights, and John Anik was talking about Alexander Romanov. Alexander Romanov, when he wrestles, he likes to go for hooks a lot. Now, what's one thing Volkov is good at defending because of his height? It's hooks. Curtis Blades couldn't get the hooks in. Now, that's the thing. If Curtis Blades ain't getting hooks in, Romanov ain't getting hooks in. Because Curtis Blades is way bigger than Romanov. 6'4", way heavier than Romanov. Romanov's only 6'2". There's going to be... And the fact that Curtis Blades is 2 inches taller than Romanov, and Curtis Blades still had an issue getting his hooks in on Volkov. That's going to be an issue for Romanov. I don't really see why people aren't thinking about that. And people are like, well, you could probably just do what Tom Aspinall did. Dude, come on. Volkov, behind Cyril Gane, is one of the most tactical fighters of all time. You really think he's gonna get submitted like that and just shove the grappling sessions off to the side after that? Nah. I guarantee you after that, Volkov went back there. And he even said in his interview, I just watched his interview today, just came out. He said, because Volkov's been out for a year, because no one's been calling him out, no one wants to fight him. And he said since he's been out for a year, instead of just, chilling, he's been taking that extra time and working on stuff he usually has been working on. Like he said, he's wrestling, he's grappling, especially after the Tom Aspinall fight. Volkov's gonna have improved grappling defense, and a reporter asked Romanov, how you gonna handle Alexander Volkov striking? Because Volkov is gonna have the ability, he's gonna have the advantage when it comes to striking, obviously. But when the reporter asked that, Romanov kind of got a little mad, a little bit, and was like talking about like everybody keeps doubting his striking, he said he's gonna stand there with Volkov. I don't think that's gonna happen. I really don't. Okay, here's the thing. Volkov is the second most technical heavyweight in the division, right behind Cyril Gane. Romanov, yeah, he may have power, but that power ain't gonna matter at all when he's missing and whiffing and getting hit on the outside. Because here's the thing, who was Volkov's last opponent? It was Jairzinho. Jairzinho is, like without a doubt, a much more stronger puncher than Romanov. Way more powerful puncher than Romanov. Like, Jairzinho has way more power than Romanov. And Jairzinho is, I believe he's a little bit bigger. Actually, we can go check it out right here. I think he's actually 6'4". Yeah, he's 6'4". So that means he's 2 inches taller than Romanov. And Jairzinho got destroyed in the first round. Jairzinho caught a leg kick, and after caught the leg kick, put the leg down, went for two haymakers, couldn't reach both of them because how tall Volkov was, and Volkov cracked him with a nice right and then pushed him into the cage and ended up just knocking his mouth guard out and humiliated him. So, I don't, like, my prediction for the fight, since we got that all out of the way, I'm either going to go with probably, like, the middle or late first round TKO stoppage or second round. I don't want to see the fight go into a third round. Like, it could happen. It could happen. Because there is a chance that Romanov could just keep Volkov against the cage the whole time. But I don't know. There's a chance of that happening. It's just the likeliness of that happening. I don't know. I don't see it. I see Volkov winning this. Hopefully he does. Because if he loses, this would be like a real big step back for my boy. But I'm really confident that Volkov's gonna get this one done because of the past people Volkov's faced and the experience he has. I mean, come on, he's faced Jairzinho, he's faced Derek Lewis, he's faced, and not to mention, if this fight does go to the ground, people act like Volkov has no ground game experience. Are we just gonna forget that when a freshly new Volkov, not a new Volkov, because the Volkov we have now, he's bulked up, big beard, tattoo, everything. He's a bulked up Volkov. I'm talking about a younger Volkov with a little bit of weight on him. He was rolling around with Fabricio Verdum, arguably one of the best submission heavyweights. Well, I'm saying one of the best, not the best. That would probably go to Frank Mir, but he was in. And Fabricio was not out of his prime. Yeah, he was a little bit out of his prime, but this is when Fabricio still had some gas in the tank still. Like, and Volkov was comfortably rolling around the ground with him. He was rolling around the ground with a submission, a jiu-jitsu guy. Just no worry in the world. So I don't think Volkov's gonna really have a big issue against Romanov's wrestling. And plus, people think like people are talking like Romanov's gonna ragdoll Volkov. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see Romanov, 6'2" guy, hoisting up a Volkov who's 256 pounds. I don't see that happening. I really don't. Like, come on. Think about it. Okay, if it happens, I'll be shocked, jaw dropped if it happens. But there is no way Romanov is hoisting up Volkov's big ass. 6'7", 256-pound Volkov. He's not hoisting him up and ragdolling him like he did with Marcin Tybura. It's not happening. Like, Curtis Blades had a hard time wrestling with Volkov. That's the whole, like, if Volkov, if Volkov did not fight Curtis Blades and that fight never happened, then yeah, maybe I'd be like, Romanov's got, like, he might have, like, a high chance. Because last time we saw Volkov was when he fought fucking Tom Aspinall. But I can't ignore him just survive. He survived. He took Curtis Blades. He survived 5 rounds of Curtis's Blades wrestling, just sitting there on his knees. Okay, most fighters are not going 5 rounds with Curtis Blades like that. It's not happening. Okay, the fact that Volkov survived Curtis Blades wrestling for 5 rounds, just, and literally Curtis Blades started gassing in the 3rd round. And then in the 4th round, Volkov started making a comeback, and Volkov arguably could have won the 4th and 5th rounds because how close they were. Because Curtis Blade gassed out in the 3rd, because you can literally see how heavy he was breathing. And then in the 4th, Volkov managed to piece him up and managed to get a fucking takedown, which was awesome. Fucking Bisping and Cruz were going nuts when he did it. So that's why I'm really not too worried about him fighting Romanov, because everybody talks like he never fought wrestling before. Like we're just gonna ignore the Curtis Blades fight. I don't know. I'm going with Volkov. I'm confident he'll win. If Blades can't do it, Romanov, I'm pretty sure Romanov ain't gonna do it. But yeah, that's my prediction. Well, actually, I didn't get my full prediction because I didn't tell you how I believe the fight's gonna be ended. I'll tell you this much: fight ain't going to the 3rd round. I don't see it going to the 3rd round. First, like, yeah, middle or late 1st round or 2nd round. If it's gonna be a 1st round, I feel like it's gonna be a TKO in the 1st round, stoppage. But if it's a 2nd round, I feel like it's gonna be a knockout. Yeah, that's my prediction. Team Volkov on this one. Peace.